Hey my creators, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christi and this is Christi Creates. And if you're not new, welcome back. I am very festive today, as you can tell by my favorite color is Christmas lights, which means my favorite color is basically every color, which is true. Got my little fancy headband on, I'm here by the tree. It's getting me in the mood to go make some Christmas crafts, so let's go to the craft room. Alright, here's our inspiration piece, and this was from Kirkland's for $110. It was a very large piece, so I went to Lowe's in search of something that I could use, and I found this half-dry erase board, half-chalkboard. Then I went and I got some trim boards, and I cut those down to size and painted them black, and now I'm going to attach those with my E6000 quick hold as well as hot glue, and I'm just going to stick those down. And I found this sticker set at Walmart for $2.98 back in the Christmas section, and it was really big, and since this was a very large piece, I went with it. And since this piece was a marker board, I did not even have to paint it. Super easy and super simple. And it turns out so cute. And guys, this piece is like 2 feet wide and I believe it's like 36 inches tall. So it is a huge statement piece that is super adorable and easy. So today is the Chic for Cheap Craft Challenge. Make sure after you watch my video that you go down in the description box and check out the playlist. Kristin's video will be there, as well as everybody else that's joining in this month, and you're not going to want to miss it because I'm sure there's going to be some awesome DIYs. Kristin K is our co-host this month, and guys, if you're looking for Christmas DIYs, go check out her channel. She has so many cute videos. I found this Christmas countdown tag from Kirkland's for $14.99, and I thought we can do this and make it way cuter. So I got that tag sign from the Dollar Tree, and I got this little truck from Dollar General because I couldn't find any of the trucks at any of my Dollar Trees. It was $2. I took it off its stand and sanded off the bottom of the wheels where it had kind of broken off, and then I painted that tree in a bright green color. I painted the star in gold, and then I went through and painted the truck in red so it would match all my decor. Then I'm going to paint the tires black. I'm going to paint the rims in like a silver color. And then we are going to go in like I did on one of my previous DIYs, which was that peace sign that I did from the Dollar Tree. And we are going to put some of the reindeer moss on the tree, so it looks like the tree is really a live tree that you just went and cut. It gives it so much texture and makes it so fun. I also meant to tell you on that DIY before, that marker board that I bought was only $6 at Lowe's. Here I'm going in and kind of dirtying up the truck a little bit with some black, just kind of a dry brush. Now I'm taking the tag and I'm painting it white with chalk paint, and I do give that 2 coats. It just didn't cover well on the first coat. Now I'm going in with some Mod Podge on the star and a little bit of glitter. And here we are taking that reindeer moss and some hot glue. You could also use Mod Podge to stick this down. And I'm just kind of putting on a little bit of hot glue, then putting on the reindeer moss and kind of rubbing over it so that any of the loose stuff falls off. And then once I get it all on, I go back in with my scissors and trim around the edges so that it looks like an actual tree. And Arteza sent me some stuff to try out, so I'm going to use one of these chalk markers, and we're going to go around the edge and paint it black, and then kind of sort of make it look like that enamel metal. So I'm kind of making little chippy marks on the paint just so it kind of looks like it's metal. Now I'm taking some of these lights, they're just little fairy lights that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm taking my crocodile and I'm going to make a hole in this sign. I got this tip from Heidi Sonball. I didn't realize that that thing would cut through these wood signs so easily. And then I'm going to use those little wood cubes from Dollar Tree to kind of set my tree up off of the actual sign so that we have room for our lights. Now I'm going to run my lights through that hole that I just made, and I'm going to kind of fold them over so that 2 lights go in each hole. The holes in the tree, there were 6 of them, and there were 12 lights on my strand of lights. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't have extra that was just going to waste. I wanted as much light as possible coming through those holes. So I kind of hot glued 2 of them together and then bent them so that when I poke them through the back of the holes, they will both fit through there. And make sure while you're here today, if you enjoy my video and you've not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button before you leave. Alright, and now I'm taking a little bit of hot glue and I'm putting it in the hole on the back side of that little truck, and I'm pushing in the 2 lights that I just hot glued together, and I'm kind of making sure that there's not too much of that greenery on the front covering up so that you can't see my lights through it. And this is a little bit time consuming, but take your time and it will be worth it in the end, I promise. This turns out so cute. And I hope you guys aren't tired of little red truck stuff yet. I love using this stuff for my Christmas decor. What about you guys? Do any of you guys use the little red trucks for Christmas? And I'm just continuing to hot glue it down so it lays as flat as possible, since I am putting it on the front of this sign. And I do apologize if you hear snoring in the background. That's my pooch. She likes to lay here with me when I do my videos, so if you hear her, it's not me. Now I'm going to take those little wood cubes that I got from Dollar Tree and I'm going to put them on the back side of the truck, and that way it gives us a spacer to hold our truck out just a little bit so that we're not smushing those lights we just put on there. Just checking my lights out to make sure they work now that I've hot glued them. And this Arteza sent me, it's some chalkboard sticker. It's kind of like vinyl. So I thought I'm going to use this. You could also use that little chalkboard from the Dollar Tree. And we are just going to cut out to the size we want and we're going to stick it down. And this is what we're going to write our how many days until Christmas on with our chalk. And now I'm going to make sure that to glue this to the back. Make sure you don't glue down the side that you take off to put your batteries in. And here I've cut out a couple of decals with my Cricut and making it to where it says days till Christmas. I'm going to put some jute twine through the hole and I'm going to put some wood beads on there just for a little added oomph and tie a knot in the top so we can hang it. What do you guys think of this one? Do you like it? Y'all, I love this one so much. It makes me smile. Alright, this next one I found on Etsy, and it was this little bitty mini sign for $17, and I thought we can do better. So I got this little wood plaque at Hobby Lobby, and I got the pre-cut decal at Target Dollar Spot for $1. The wood piece was $5.99 and I got it for 30 or 50% off, so it was $3. So I'm going to remove the little hanger and the sticker, and I'm going to take my Waverly antiquing wax and use that as a stain, and I'm going to do the edges and the back with the antiquing wax. Then I'm going to go in with my Waverly chalk paint in white and paint the center. And then I'm going to take my stickers out of the package once this gets dry, and stick them down. I do play around with it for a few minutes to try to get it straight. I was just going to put the 25, but I went ahead and added the December as well. And then I did not cover the holes. You could always go in with some wood filler and cover those holes. I just decided to cover it with some greenery and some little sparkly balls to make it look like little holly berries. And I did use some transfer tape here just to make it a little easier than having to put down each one of those stickers individually. And since we have those holes there, this is where I'm going in with a little garland pick from the Dollar Tree. And then that little bit of vase filler there. And I'm going to take the smaller red glittered balls and use those to look like my little holly berries. And then I also take a couple of the small pine cones from Dollar Tree just to kind of give a little bit of added texture. But you could add whatever you wanted. Like I said, I didn't do this exactly like the inspiration piece. I kind of made it my own. And I just kind of played around with it till I liked what it looked like. I thought about adding something else and then I decided, nope, I like it without it. So what do you guys think about this one? Make sure you tell me in the comments down below which one was your favorite today. I always like getting you guys' feedback. This piece I found on Etsy for $31 and I thought, we can do this. So Coup Power from Amazon sent me these lights to try. And I thought this would be the perfect project for them because they have such a small battery pack. And these are just square dowels. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Lowe's or Home Depot. And they're really cheap. They're like probably between 50 cents and $1 a piece. And I cut mine directly in half. I wanted a star that was about 20 to 21 inches tall. And so I cut each of mine at 18 inches long. And I just use a jigsaw to do that. And I'm going back in with my Waverly antiquing wax to give these the look of stain. And I just paint over them and then wipe them back down with a paper towel or a rag just to kind of wipe off the extra. And here's what they look like once they're dry. And then I'm just going to shape them into a star. Once I get them shaped the way I want, I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue where the two pieces of wood meet. And then I'm going to wrap jute twine around each of the places where they cross over. And hopefully that makes sense. I know it's probably easier to see what I'm doing than for me to explain it. And then once I get that jute twine around, I just hot glue it on the back side so that you won't see the hot glue. And then just trim off the extra. And then I will go in and wrap my lights around the entire piece. And it turns out so cute. To be such a simple DIY, it's going to look so pretty on my mantle, you guys. And such a cute little Christmas decor piece that's easy and cheap. And you could even have your kiddos help you do this. This is something that's easy enough that they could, help. They could put one in their room if they wanted. And you could even paint it a bright, fun color. So do you guys have any fun traditions that you do with your kids? Do you do a Christmas craft each year? Do they love helping you get in the kitchen and bake cookies or special treats? What do you guys do? My kiddos love to help me put up the Christmas tree, and they always want me to buy those little squishy, gummy clings that you put on the windows. They always love doing those, even now that they're older. So I'm wrapping the lights now. I thought about leaving it without them, but I thought it just adds a little something. I love sparkle, and it just adds a little bit of something extra. Would you have put the lights or would you have left it without them? I would like to know what y'all think. Don't forget to go check out everyone else in the playlist today once you get done here. There's going to be so many cute things. And here it is. And I will change up the lighting and show you that these also, I guess you would call it twinkle? Move around? I don't, twinkle, I guess. What do you think? Do you like it? Alright, and on to this gnome piece. It was $45 from Kirkland's, and it was only 15 inches by 12 inches. And I went to Lowe's and found a pre-cut piece of wood that was 24 inches by 24 inches. So this piece is huge. And I painted it white with my Waverly chalk paint. And I took some more of those trim pieces like I did in the last piece and painted those black, cut them to size. And then we are going to take wood glue and hot glue, and we are going to stick those down like we did in the other piece that we made. And this holds really well. You could also put some small screws in from the back side or a little brad nail. I didn't do that, and it seems to be plenty strong. And here I've got another set of wall stickers from Walmart that were $2.98. And you pull them out and you literally just pull them off and stick them on. They are repositionable if you stick it down and you're like, oh no, I didn't have it in the right place. I did take my squeegee and squeegee it down so that it would be nice and smooth. And when you get done with these, you really cannot tell that they are stickers. It just looks like a piece of wall art. Like, I thought it was really cute, and this piece is huge. I just kind of go back in with my squeegee, squeegee it down, and you could leave those little snowflakes and stars off, but I put them on, and it turns out so adorable. These gnomes, oh, I'm loving them. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you've got some inspiration and you're gonna go create some fabulous Christmas crafts for your home. Make sure every month on the first Monday of the month that you stop by my channel and check out the Chic for Cheap Craft Challenge. And if you ever feel up to it, come join us. You're always welcome to post a video and craft along with us. And make sure, if you made any of these crafts that we created today, that you go over to Instagram and tag me, which is Christi Creates DIY, because I would love to see what you make. It always makes me smile. Have a good day. Bye.